asked me how many bodies I had, and I told him 1,000. And he left me. He was like, oh, you have 1,000 bodies as a woman? I was like, yes, what's wrong with that?
Anyways, we made up, but for the past week, he's just been showing so many signs that he doesn't trust me and that he's clearly not over the conversation.
This was 6 months into the relationship. Body count is something that you care about so much. Why are you waiting 6 months to ask that question?
If that man has anything to say about your physical appearance, whether that is, oh, that's wearing too much makeup, whatever it is, and it's not making you feel sexy, more confident, more beautiful in your skin, or whatever it is, he wants to be the bad. He wants to be the pretty princess.
They come out with these slogans, believe all women, is because women aren't believable.
And now we're not together. I understand some people don't like their partner's body count sometimes and that it can be a deal breaker, but my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months and he finally for the first time asked me what my body count was. I told him I'm not going to be super specific, but let's just say it's more than 10 but less than 20. And he got very upset at me. He started saying things like, you're a woman, you should hold yourself to higher standards. He said women that are promiscuous should be treated as thoughts. And I obviously got offended by that because he was clearly referring to me. Anyways, we made up, but for the past week, he's just been showing so many signs that he doesn't trust me and that he's clearly not over the conversation. Like now he always wants to see my location, which he didn't used to before. I tried to talk to him about it, being like, you can talk to me, like what's going on? And he's just still so resentful about my body count. He says that he can't stop thinking about it, like he can't stop thinking about me with other guys, and says that he can't believe that many guys used me. He was getting pretty heated with the conversation and it came to a point where he literally called me a slut to my face. I didn't say anything, he just saw my face and he quickly backtracked saying, no, you're not a slut now, you were in your past and I'm willing to get over it because I love you. Yeah, no, you're not gonna call me a slut and be in a relationship with me. That's not gonna happen. Firstly, I don't even think my body count is that high. Secondly, I would never ever cheat on him or anybody else. So I just feel like he's being super unfair and he's showing a side that I didn't know. He's been blowing up my phone saying that he's sorry and whatnot, but I don't know if I should forgive him.
What do you expect? Like, she could have said, oh, I've been with around 20 people. Now, men, I don't know. You seem like you're young in your 20s. He probably doesn't even know the real number. A lot of guys know when they say 20s, whoo, the amount. There's girls that lie, say they've been with 20 guys and been with hundreds, some even thousands. Yes, it's easy for a girl to just rack them up. And look at her too. Seriously. When she told me that number, I would have looked at her and said the same thing and then left her. And not to bash ladies, right? But should they be celebrated? For giving men easy access, should they be celebrated? Men aren't playing anymore. You ladies got to deal with it. Why would you even tell him your number? He probably asked, but what did you thought he was gonna go? Wow, you've been with 40 guys, 20 guys. Congratulations! I can't believe you, baby. How did you give us to so many guys so easily? It was so easy for you. They all convinced you. Like, come on now. That's how guys look at it.
I finally told my boyfriend what my body count was, and now we're not together.
No. There's multiple things at play here. Let's break it down. There's a very high likelihood, quite a few scenarios that are at play here. That first is that you lied to him in the beginning. You didn't tell him the actual number, or you dodged the question thinking that you can sleep with him, take some more control over him, and then tell him to soften the blow. Let me just tell you this, ladies. If you think sleeping around have no repercussions, it does. If you somehow slept around, destroyed yourself, and then lucked out with a good man, I really hope that he lives under a stone and he doesn't find out, because it doesn't matter how good he is, he will leave you. Because a woman's past determines many things about her. First of all is her ability to discern. Second is the household she came from. Third, her respect for herself. Fourth, her respect for her dignity. Fifth, her ability to be able to bond. Sixth, that history actually tells you that she has a very high likelihood of cheating on you. Because when you know the difference between how a big one feels compared to how the small one feels, or how an average one feels, you start to develop a preference. And when a woman develops a preference, loyalty is now conditional, is not unconditional. So you telling him the number, maybe the number was so egregious that it just repulsed him away, or you lied in the beginning. It's one of those two factors. Either way, painting which doesn't make a beautiful picture any less repulsive. It's still disgusting at core.
She straight lied to him all around. You threw a number out there hoping he would be okay with it. And she threw a low number out there. And he still didn't like it. Why? Because men don't like girls that are easy.
Boyfriend what my body count was, and now we're not together. I understand some people don't like their partner's body counts, and
This is unequivocally the boyfriend's fault, okay? Even if you care about body count, you'll see where I'm coming from here. For one, her body count was less than 20. And if your body count's less than 20, your V card is practically intact. Second of all, this was 6 months into the relationship. 6 months. If body count is something that you care about so much, why are you waiting 6 months to ask that question? And then why, when they tell you a body count that is not crazy, are you leaving? But 6 months in, you know this person. You know how they operate. You know if you like them. You know if you don't like them. You know how they carry themselves. You know if they're a respectable person. And this is what I don't understand about the body count people. How is her body count being over 10, less than 20 is what she said? How does that take it away? Like somehow this person's amazing to you, but everything you liked about that person disappears when you find out their body count. It makes no sense, okay? It's insecurity, it's ignorance, it's just pure foolishness. And again, in this context specifically, waiting 6 months and then finding out that their body count is less than 20 but over 10 and freaking out and leaving them, pathetic, bro.
Now, you can tell who's been painted with the feminist brush. This gentleman right here. And a lot of men are. They think it's okay. Why? Because feminism was sold to everybody. Where did you see feminism at? On television. You saw it on shows like Sex and the City. You saw it on shows like these HBO shows where they show free sex for everybody. And they show ladies just being willy-nilly and painted men's minds with that same brush they did to ladies. Poisoned the whole society of America, mostly, because that's where it's mostly happening. But actually, it's happening all over the world. But there are a lot of people awake, and men are very awake. And I love when I see females that are awake. What am I talking about? Exhibit A. This is right in his same comments. Take a look at this. This first, and this is a lady, by the way. 20 is high, bro. Come on. 20 is high, bro. 20 is 4 basketball teams. So they running 2 scrimmage games. Guys ran 2 scrimmage games in her. And this is 2 females. This next guy said 20 people. It's a lot, especially in her early 20s. For all year-olds, that's 5 people per year over 4 years. She started at 18. That's nearly 1 guy every 2 months on average. But she started a lot earlier than that. And she lied about that number of 20. She lied. She lied. How do I know she lied? Because it was promoted. You saw it all over the place. TV screens, Sex and the City. I said it a lot because that happened in New York, right? Because that really is what painted that the minds of the masses. They lie. What am I talking about? Let me tell you what happens when someone tells the truth.
He left me because he asked me how many bodies I had, and I told him 1,000, and he left me. He was like, "Oh, you have 1,000 bodies as a woman?" I was like, "Yes, what's wrong with that?"
You can't make this up.
He got up and left me at the table. I had to pick my own meal, my own food, and I had to Uber myself home.
You damn right. Oh, I don't know how my man was sitting there listening to that. Seriously. Like, I probably would have cursed out. What you have? What? 1,000? 1,000 bodies. Now, you heard when the man explained they're used to the big ones. They develop a preference. And let me tell you what happened, because there's a lot of girls out there like this. And what do? Like I've even saw videos of girls say, "I'm fast." That girl with Job Corps, "I'm fast." He had a couple of his boys, him off, and then him right after, and then him right after. Girls are doing this. That girl probably was a part of the same thing. You know why girls do this? Because nobody's gonna know. That's what they say to themselves. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. But there's ways that men can tell. There's ways men always know. And the ones that are gutter with it know and won't say anything. But this is why men feel this way, because they know this. They know ladies are doing this. 1,000 bodies. Tell the truth. So she broke up with him and did him a favor.
My boyfriend has a very big issue with my past. He found my list of people I have been with, and he was pissed. He actually broke up with me initially, but after a while, we got back together. The issue now is, I feel like he is constantly making judgmental comments about me being easy or having a high body count. He always says he's just kidding, but how can I get him to stop caring that I was with guys before him? I feel like every single girl has a list of the guys she's ever been with. Like, how fun. I remember the men that have been inside of me, and I have a husband, and that's okay. This sounds like a really insecure or possessive man. We've all lived, we've all had a good time, and if anything, everyone we've been with prior to has helped us become the person we are today. I think your answer next time he says that, if you were just being catty, is like, what's your point? I was so easy. What's your point? Do you not want to be with me anymore? He's like, well, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm really shocked. Like, how easy
stand
you are.
on it.
What's your point? What's your point? Are you trying to put me down right now? Or do you want me to get upset? Do you want me to defend myself? Like, you let me know what's your point. What do you want me to do? You want me to leave? You want me to call them? Do you want me to detail everyone for you? Do you want me to pretend you're the first person I've ever had sex with? Like, what do you want? What will make you feel better? You little boy.
Man, this is wild. And this is what needs to happen. Because this is what feminism has done. It's gave them this courage, this blind courage. And I'm telling you, these ladies don't understand. A new generation of men are coming out. You guys saw the video I did yesterday, not yesterday, but last week. Gen Z is much worse. Men are getting colder. And what do you think's happening? Those Gen Z men, the same thing is happening to millennial men. The same thing is happening to Gen X men. Even the men who are baby boomers who were still dating. Most likely the men that were divorced 15 years ago. But those guys are overseas, but not all of them. Even those guys. They're all developing minds of the Gen Z men. There's a reason why things are so cold outside for you ladies. And with attitudes like this, it's only gonna get colder. And what am I here to do? I'm here to show guys this is the way. I'm the Iceman. I'm here to show guys how to maintain an income while they're out of the country. I'm here to show guys how to make sure their money's right, how to make sure their tax right, also how to make sure they test their girls right. I'm going to make a book on that. That's serious. Why am I going to make a book on that? Because guys need to know how to test girls when they're overseas. It's cold. It's cold. It's funny because right now I'm in Vietnam, right? And I bought some winter coats. I got to show you guys my winter coat I have. And why do I have that winter coat? Because where I'm going to Sapa, it snows there. Hanoi is kind of like a part of China, so it gets some of China's weather. And I'm going to be over in Sapa in what? January, when January hits. Not January, actually December, end of December. So yes, I'm experiencing that cold. And it's about to get real cold, especially the ladies like this. I know, guys, I'm talking a long time because this lady pissed me off. What do you mean, little boy? You heard her? These ladies need to be left.
Diamond the Body just admitted that she has a body count of 2,000. 2,000. That's a hard number for my mom to actually fathom. She was on a dating show, and when she asked one of the guys a question, and I put the full video in the link in the description, she asked the guy a question: would you still date me knowing that I have 2,000 bodies on me? And the guy just simply walked away. He didn't say a word. He didn't say nothing. And she shocked. This is the face of shock that this guy that she just told she had 2,000 bodies. She's not an older woman at all. And she has 2,000 bodies. She was shocked that he ran away. Now, let me say something. I don't get into a lot of conversations on body count. Some people think it matters. Some people think it doesn't. But I'm going to tell you something. I find it hard to believe that a woman that has a body count of 2,000 can ever be happy with one man and ever be in a stable, committed relationship. I think that that ship has sailed. I think that that is who she is, and you should be who you are. I think that that pretty much defines you at this point.
Am I the a-hole for wanting to break up with my girlfriend because she lied about her body count? First of all, in the comments, before I read this, let me know if you would legitimately break up with your significant other because they lied about their body count that happened before you guys were together. Okay. I, 26 male, have been dating this girl, 24 female, for about 6 months. We're an international couple, so we both had to move to a completely different country so we could be together. This required a lot of sacrifice on both sides and many difficulties, that we somehow overcame. I'm deeply in love with this woman and I trusted her completely. Early on in the dating phase, we talked about our sexual past, as I think it's important to know if two people have the same vision sexually. She told me she didn't like casual sex, same as me, and that she slept with 9 people in her life. I know how dating is nowadays, and I felt okay with the idea that she had sex with 9 people before meeting me. Okay. Fast forward, last night we have an argument about something unrelated. The argument deviates, and out of the blue, she tells me she lied about her body count. She slept not with 9, but 17 people. And the last guy was a random hookup the week before we met. I feel completely devastated for 2 main reasons. First, the lie, as I trusted her entirely, and now I'm learning she was lying to my face this whole time about her past. Secondly, the body count itself, that seems pretty important. She's from the US. I don't know what the normal body count is over there. She's clearly has a complete different vision on sexuality that the one she presented to me. I'm reading this verbatim, I'm sorry. When we first started dating, I'm feeling betrayed for these multiple reasons, and I'm seriously considering breaking up over that. Am I the a-hole? Let me know.
No, he's not the a-hole. Run, brother. Run. Ladies are around every corner. Seriously. If you guys knew how many ladies are open and available, you wouldn't be stressing over it, right? I know how it is. You're young and you feel like, oh, no one's going to be with me ever again. It feels like that. I've been there before. Nobody's going to want me. No, somebody's going to want you. There's billions of ladies in this world that will deal with you. You heard I said the world. A lot of guys are stuck to the US, the world. A lot of ladies think their don't stink, the world. Now you got to say that every time. Men have opened up the world market. It's a new day.
So date men. This is a lot of words for you to say you don't like women, and my answer to you is just date a man. I made a video asking why we are so lonely, and the most cited answer from men was blaming women. So my answer to you is, if this is what you think and you want to use all these words, go date a man.
Every girl wants a man that makes bare minimum 100K, has to be attractive, faithful, prefers no kids if she has kids, love her kids like they are your kids, treat her kids like you created her kids, show up for her when she needs you for her, go to church for her every day, don't ever speak to another woman, always be available, but work so much that you can fulfill my lifestyle. You guys literally might be 10%, might even be less than that. You might be like the 5%ers, the 1%ers, but it doesn't matter because 100% of the women all want you. It's crazy.
I'm going to tell you this right now, ladies. If that man has anything to say about your physical appearance, whether that is, oh, that's wearing too much makeup, or oh, I want you to take your makeup off before whatever you do, or oh, I want you to wear this outfit because like that's too revealing, whatever it is, and it's not making you feel sexy, more confident, more beautiful in your skin, or whatever it is, he wants to be the bad. He wants you to be the pretty princess, period. And he's going to always find a way to humble you, because if a man doesn't allow you to be a woman, what the is he doing? Trying to be one. Because it's kind of how I feel about people who don't believe in God, or you don't believe in a higher power than you, then what do you believe in? So I just feel this way because one, I was really making this video because this girl who's a hairstylist for Kyler Murray, I don't know, I don't fucking follow sports, but I commented it because I was like, no, you guys are weird. All these men in the comments over here trying to go back and forth with me, which is a wrongful decision because all of them and they all game, and I'm like, of course you can, because you have nothing else better to do with your life, so you think that gaming is the whole world. And it's like, no, you need to go do in reality, but instead you feel like you want to do it digitally, whatever. Anyway, they're trying to have debate with me, talking about some, oh, she's wrong because she didn't want to wear pants. Why the fuck, if I were to ask my hairstylist or anybody, like, oh, can you please wear this? That's insane. I don't go to any fucking service and then tell them what to do or how to do their job. First of all, if you're giving me a service, I want you to be most comfortable, I want you to be most professional, but no, especially in the sense of hair. Like hair, I want the person, most people know that whoever does hair is going to be very like chill because they want to be comfortable, especially if they're going to be there all day. Now, I understand because I dealt with this white girl before. Like I said, I made a video about this because white girls who are thick as fuck, they can get like a black card. She would always wear she has big ass tits, so she always wear tops revealing her tits and then very tight clothing. And I remember telling her, like, girl, when I was with my baby daddy, I was like, I will never let my baby daddy do your hair because the way you do hair, absolutely not. But I already knew that, okay? But it's not like I'm telling her, oh, you need to change your outfit in order to do my baby daddy's hair. First of all, the nigga didn't even want to get his hair done by you at all, so it will never be that situation because he understands you already do too much. He understands that I'm not going to be in that situation to where a girl is doing too much or trying to try me. So that's that. And I feel like Kyler, he was doing way too much and very, very entitled because, yeah, you are this person, but we're all our people. So when you play basketball, are you playing basketball in a like cargo pants? No, you're not. You're playing in shorts to make you more comfortable, to be more athletic. So it doesn't matter what thing you're doing for that. But let me tell you another situation. A guy beforehand, I used to see him and he was not physically my type. Ladies, we gotta stop giving ugly men chances, honestly. Like if he is not your type, I'm gonna say this right now, I am superficial. I do give a fuck about looks. Look at me, bitch. Do you think I look ugly? If you do think I look ugly, look at you. I'm not ugly. I'm very pretty and also have a really good heart and soul and spirit. But don't get me fucked up because I will you up. But this man got me up when he tried to tell me one time. Afterwards, I was about to lay down with him and I just literally came to see him. I just came to see him. Mind you, as a girl, I wanted to come see him and I want to do my beat. I didn't even have no foundation on or nothing. Man wanted me to take off my whole makeup. What? And just, you know how he did it though? He just hands me the rack. And then I take the rag and I pause at the bathroom door in the hallway because I really was like, Journey, let's collect ourselves. Because like I said, when you I gotta think about and I told them, I said, did you give me this to take off the makeup? He's like, yeah. I said, then why didn't you ask me? And then I said, you don't like makeup? He's like, no. And I also feel the same way because before I had a situationship from years ago and he would always tell me when I got my hair done or I would wear different wigs, he would always just touch it if it was a pet or something, be like, oh, you got your hair done, but never compliment me. He would never say anything about it. So I just feel like
men say all the time they don't care. You know the wild thing I didn't understand about hair. Let me tell you what happened with me. My hair was starting to thin. You know when my hair was thinning? And because I kept shaving it, also because when you have black hair, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. I did research on it. Actually, ChatGPT told me. Let me tell you what happened. One time, I took a picture of my head and because it knows me and my wife. And it said Kay's hair, the way her hair is, she can wash her hair every day because it will keep developing more natural oil. When you have a different grade of hair, like I have 4C hair, just like she does, you're not supposed to do your hair all of the time with fake products, with all of the products that white America uses, or even maybe an Indian or someone else, anyone else, because it's not for your grade of hair. And the reason why ladies wear bonnets, they're supposed to wear them at home, not in public, because I wear a bonnet myself. You wear one to keep the moisture in your head. I was washing my head every day. I found out you're only supposed to wash your head twice a week. And then every night you're supposed to have a bonnet on to protect your head to protect the pillow, and also yourself from grease getting on the pillow. So that's what happens. Your hair dries and becomes brittle, and then it starts falling. That happens with so many of our sisters, right? Their hair, they lose their hair and it's falling out, not because they're going bald-headed, but yeah, they are getting bald-headed. Why are they going bald-headed? Because they're not taking care of their hair. That's why, all of their hairlines start back here. You see them getting the weaves, and the weaves start back here. There's a reason for that. You have to take care of your hair. But men say they don't like it, and they never listen. They do things like this. This is sad, man.
I don't believe a woman at all. You know how you know if a woman is lying? If she moving her mouth. I don't believe not one woman since Eve. I done read the Bible back to back 7 times. Know every book of the Bible. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. As women have been lying since the beginning of time, and every lesson and before us is teaching us to do not believe a word that is coming out of their mouth. It's in their nature to be rebellious. It's in their nature to lie to you. It's in their nature to do the thing that's best for them, to be hypergamous, meaning that they have to go for the best available option because they understand that they can't do it for themselves. Believe any woman. The reason that they come out with these slogans, believe all women, is because women aren't believable. If that was the natural order of things and we've been in existence since the beginning of time, why do you have to train me for something that I'm already aware of? You were a truth teller. If it was inherently in you, you wouldn't have to sell me on why it is that I should believe you.
Real talk.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.